Welcome back to the blog, everyone. It is wonderful to see you. I had done a video on the update on my homework, but as I listened to it, it just seemed like I was repeating the same thing over and over. So I want to give you something a little more practical. The short version of where I am is I have indeed memorized the bass line to my song. And orally, I have the tune of the, what we call the head, like the main melody is memorized. But instead of putting those together on the piano, I'm supposed to now listen to the music played for me, and I'm supposed to find the chords and play them on time with the music. First, I want to find them, okay, because that's hard for me. You guys have heard me over and over and over again talk about open voicing and common tones. So if this is a real life blog of, wow, this is hard, look how hard this is what I need to be showing you. So before I play the music, I know what the chord progression is. It is a measure of G, a measure of C, a measure of G, okay? And I'm going to first try to find them in block chords. And then we're gonna work on open voicing. So why don't we take a look at that? Two things you should know. One, I'm talking funny because I got braces. So of all the wild, weird things to do in my adult life, right, so put up with that, if you will. And the second thing is, here is a fact about Isabella that you may not know. I get light-triggered migraines. So this little bookmark here was made handcrafted by the one and only Miss Ruby Falls. I'll put a link to her store in the description, and you can go check out all of the amazing things that she makes on her store. But not only is this a wonderful bookmark to keep track of where you are in your jazz book, but also it just perfectly covers that light. So it's not in my eyes. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's get started. So G7. Now C7 has some common tones. So this is a common tone. B is a common tone, but for my 7, we're gonna flat that and move these down. There's C7. But how to just whip that out and do that quickly without thinking, just naturally, it's gonna take some effort. We're gonna have to practice that. So, now I want to do an inversion of C, so let's just step it down one note. So I'm gonna put my pinky here. So where were we? We were here. Now we're gonna go back to G7, which is my natural B. Is it okay to play that there? My 7. If I wanted to move it, that second hand open voicing would be very useful, but I'm not working on that just yet. I'm just not, okay? We're gonna, I mean, that really sounds pretty, like in the right context. I would love to explore that, but let's just concentrate. So, this one's rather easy once you get the hang of it. See, all we had to do is just practice. And if we want our C7, I missed it. I was gonna go bam. I'm kind of used to that one, but kind of not. Not with 4 notes. Not with, I mean, like 4 notes cramps my hand. Oh. So, skip one, root position for G. I guess we could do this too. So let's try that. So then it would be this. That's such a simple transition if you're very familiar with it, you know? It's such a simple transition, but is that the fingering that you would use? My ring finger is not being used. Let's see. Oh no, I can feel like getting trapped right here. So for me, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is fun, especially with my fellas busy and I have the house all to myself. So I'm just going to practice that until I can get it smooth and then try to hit them on time with the music. So let me practice that in a moment and I'll be back. when I listened to the tune, I decided that this is way too high. I think it would be better if we keep the melody note the highest note. You should tell me in the comments what you think. So that's the melody. So I'm going to rearrange the inversions, I guess, change the way I do this. So let's think this through together. Okay, so this is my melody note here. All right, so dum dum. What do you think? Like, obviously, I could have played that a lot better, and I'm going to practice, but I'm just trying to find where I want these chords, and I'm not used to playing 4 notes on a chord at one time, so I personally think that sounds better. I'm gonna work on that and see you in a moment. Okay, so here's the song, what it sounds like. It's just a 1-note melody, a 1-note bass line. As simple as it is, I love it. I think it's fun. So we're going to start the song over. We're going to try to keep our chords in the right place and on time. And it's going to take work, and that's okay. I messed it up. Let's try again. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I did it! So I will say that the bass line is holding that 7 for you. The 7 is in the left hand, so it's not really necessary to put it in the right hand. See how great that sounds? As opposed to, I just think it sounds congested. I don't know. I will continue to work on that. Let's try that open voicing. This is what I've learned. When I'm afraid of something, it becomes really hard. We are not going to be afraid. If there's a concept that you've come to in your education and it seems so hard, try to have a sense of calm. Try to have this sense of, I believe I can do this. It just takes a little bit of study, a little bit of practice. Just be calm. Try to go at it calm. Let's calm down. Try this open voicing. Now, we're going G7, C7, G7, okay? Simple enough, right? That's only 2 chords and tons of possibilities. So the melody is here, the bass is here. All right, so we know that my 7 is being held in the left hand. We want to spread our tones out, so what's represented here in the melody? We could do our 1 and 5 here. Oh! So here's our 7 and our 3rd. Do you like that? I think it's way too spread out. Now, what do they expect me to do? Because I don't like the way that sounds. I'd like them to be closer. But the melody's here. All right, we can do this. All right, so I like the way that sounds. That's a 3rd and a 7th in the left hand. And to me, that makes a lot of sense. So I have a 1 here. I need a 5. yeah. Where does it go? All right, so what do I need for my G? Let's bring it down. They go up here, so that's another one. So literally the melody ends like this, and then it goes down. So I don't need this note here then. So maybe I don't need anything. As you can see, that takes me quite a bit of mental effort. I have to think really hard, and I'm gonna have to practice this a long time, but hopefully you watching me push through the difficult moments will give you the encouragement you need to push through whatever difficulty in music that you're facing. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your love and your support, and we can do this. So keep practicing. Thank you so much.